Good afternoon, sir. In behalf of our team, I'm Genesel Baguhin Rao,
I am Rika Obidencio.
and we're here about to present to you the topics. So first is the constant, next is switch, arrays, FL statement, PHP loops, while and for, and last is function. So first, what is constant? A constant's name or an identifier for a simple value. Value cannot change during the execution of the script. By default, a constant is a case sensitive. By convention, constant identifiers are always uppercase. Names start with a letter or underscore, followed by any number of letters, numbers, or underscore. It can never be changed or undefined. Note, to define a constant, you have to use define function, and to retrieve the value of a constant, you have to simply specifying its name. Unlike with variables, you do not need to have a constant with a dollar sign. You can also use the function constant to read a constant value if you wish to obtain the constant name dynamically. Constant function, as indicated by the name, this function will return the value of a constant. This is useful when you want to retrieve value of a constant but you do not know its name. Example, it is stored in a variable or returned by a function. So Rika Obidential will show to you the example of constant.
So, good afternoon everyone. I will show you unsaon siya pag-code gamit ang Sublime sa atong constant function. First, let's go to SAMP and ato siyang i-start atong Apache and MySQL. So, SAMP. So, naka-start na siya. Then, let's go to admin. Let's create our database. So, new database name, let's say our database name is example. So, create. And then, let's go to mag-create ta og folder dito sa atong htdocs. Nara htdocs. The same siya sa database nga atong gipangalan. So, let's new folder and then ang name nato is example. So, enter. And then, let's go to Sublime. Then, kani siya nga folder is i-drag na to siya sa atong Sublime. So, muni siya ang folder, na-drag na siya. So, let's click this one if mag-create na ta og code. So, just click new file and then let's save first. Let's save. So, dadto lang yapon siya nga folder sa atong htdocs or datong sa example nga folder nga naa sa htdocs. So, na siya. Kani let's say atong file name ay atong file name is constant.php. So, save. So, maka-start na ta og code. So, let's start with HTML. And then, sa atong body, is mo ni siya ang code for PHP. Oh, sorry. So, and then, siya. First is, I will code and then I will explain after na nako mag-code ko. Giunsa siya or anong nainana siya or unsaon pag-run ana nga ani nga code. So mag-code sa ko. Sorry, wala na din siya quotation. So So first is define, which is the word define, and then open parenthesis inside the quotation is ato ang the constant name or the variable name, which is the greeting. And then next is isulod gyapon siya sa quotation, which is ang value sa ato ang constant name nga greeting. Then semicolon. Next is echo. Echo is muni siya ang in other language is kanang for C++ is C out, and then ang sa uban is print line for Java, just like that Java. So echo greeting, tawagon nato siya ang greeting, which is ang ato ang name nga naay value nga hello. So ato na ni siyang iparan. Let's save this first, and then let's go to Google. So nata sa Google muni siya, let's say ato na to siyang iparan. So localhost localhost slash atong ang database name, which is example, slash is sa ato ang sa atong file name, which is constant.php. Constant.php. So the localhost example slash examples sa constant in php. Enter. So nara ang output ani nga code sa atong subline. So wait. Diba muni siya. Ang output is hello, which is diba sa ato ang echo is greeting, which is ang iyahang value is hello, bantog ang output is hello. So mao na siya ang code para sa constant.
So next is switch. So what is switch? Switch is similar to a series of Next is switch. What is switch?
So nata sa Google muni siya, let's say ato na to siyang iparan. So localhost localhost slash ato ang database name, which is example, slash is sa ato ang sa atong file name, which is constant.php. So the localhost example slash examples sa constant in php. Enter. So nara ang output ani nga code sa atong subline. So wait. Diba muni siya. Ang output is hello, which is diba sa ato ang echo is greeting, which is ang iyahang value is hello, bantog ang output is hello. So mao na siya ang code para sa constant. So let's go to Sublime. So here wait. So mag-create na sad taog for para sa switch, mag-code para sa switch. So sa ato ang file or sa atong folder, let's click new file, and then let's save first. Dato lang gyapon sa folder na to i-save. So ang ato ang i-file name ani is switch.php. So save, and then HTML, and then for PHP, for PHP. Wait a minute. Okay. So, first, ako sa siyang i-code, ay ako i-explain kung giunsa na ko siya og code o kung unsay lahang mga function. So, first, mag-code sa ko. Um, So, for declaration and switch is dapat siya first sa ato ang kanang ibutang is ang dollar sign before ang ato ang variable name. So in this code, our variable name is fave color. Fave color has the value of red. So nakabutang siya inside the quotation. So let's start in a switch statement. So first is let's butang nato switch, and then inside the parenthesis is ang ato ang variable name with dollar sign, so fave color. So inside the curly brace, open curly brace, our first case is let's say our variable has a value of red. So if ang value is red, then echo is equal to your favorite color is red. So, muni siya ang iyahang output if ever ang iyahang fave color or ang iyahang input ni color is equal to red. And then, after ana, magbutang ta og break para with semicolon para dili siya magsumpay-sumpay. So, let's proceed with the case number 2. Let's say our value of our fave color is blue. Then, ang output niya ana, which is echo, is equal to your favorite color is blue. And then, next is break again para iwas siya nga kanang dili siya magsumpay. And then, case number 3, which is the value is green. Siya, which is green. And then, echo or the output will be your favorite color is green. And then break again. So at the last or ang sa bottom, magbutang ta og default. Default with colon, and then echo or the output is your favorite color is neither red, blue, nor green. Ang pasabot ani ang value sa fave color is wala sa 3 cases, which is the red, blue, or green. So, ang output is your favorite color is neither red, blue, nor green. Then, let's run this program. Let's go to Google. Wait. So, localhost, atong i-search localhost / atong database name, which is ang example. And then, next is ang ato ang file name, which is the switch.php. Localhost example / switch.php, enter. So, let's say, wait a minute. Wait, more, wala pa siya na save. Let's save this first. And then, refresh. Wait, na siya error. Na-error siya kay wala tay semicolon here after our default. So let's save it again and then try if sakto naman siya. Then refresh. So nara siya. So ang output is your favorite color is red kay sa atong subline ni-declare naman nato nga ang value sa ato ang variable name is red. So let's say ato ni siyang i-listan say sa red sa blue if unsa ang mo print out. Save and then Google. So your favorite color is blue. So try naman nato og katong para sa default. So let's say white, which is wala siya sa 3 cases. So white, save, let's save this one and then go to Google and then refresh this one. So ang output is your favorite color is neither red, blue, nor green, which is nakabutang na siya sa atong default statement, which is nasa ubos, this one. So, muna siya ang example of coding sa atong switch statement.
So, next is arrays. What is arrays? Arrays in PHP is a type of data structure that allows us to store multiple elements of similar data type under a single variable, thereby saving us the effort of creating a different variable for every data. The arrays are helpful to create a list of elements of similar types which can be accessed using their index or key. There are 3 types of arrays in PHP. First is index or numeric arrays. An array with a numeric index where values are stored linearly. Second is associative arrays. An array with a string and index where instead of linear storage, each value can be assigned a specific key. Next is multidimensional arrays, an array which contains single or multiple array within it and can be accessed via multiple indices. Again, Rika Abundancia will discuss to you the example of arrays.
So first, let's go to Sublime. So, ato na lang yung siyang i-edit. I-delete na lang nato ning part ani para sa tungkuan. So, delete. Para di na ta maghimo-himo og another file. So, mag-code sa ako first, then explain it afterwards. So, first, we declare our variable name, which is cars, and then with the $sign. So, equals array inside the parentheses is our value. First is Volvo, BMW, and Toyota, and then semicolon. So, echo for output is inside the quotation is I like, then that, and then $sign cars or atong variable, and then index is 0, that, and then comma inside the quotation, and then our variable with index number 1, and then and that our variable with index number 2, and then period. So let's run this program, save, and then go to Google. Let's just refresh this one kay same raman siya og kana ang file ato lang siyang gi-edit ang sa PHP nga coding. So let's refresh. So error, let's find it asa dapit ang error. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So wala daw siya So let's try again, save, and then refresh. So nara siya wala siya spacing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh, let's see. Nara siya. Muna siya atong output. So, di ba, pag sa array, ang yung index size is mag-start magid siya og 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it. So, ang first atong index size sa atong variable is 0, which is Volvo. So, 0. Ang atuang 1 is BMW, and then our index 2 is Toyota. So, ang ato ang gitawag is 0102, which is Volvo, BMW, and then Toyota. So, let's try if atong i-start or iuna ang index 2, which is the Toyota, and then ibutang nato ang Volvo or the 0 sa ato ang last part. So, save, and then let's go to Google, refresh. So, nabaylo na siya. 'Di ba, ang 2, wait na, ang atong 2 nga value is ang Toyota, so muna siya. Ang atong 1, index 1 nga value is Volvo. Wait, Volvo. Ay, no, BMW. So, and then atong 0 is Volvo. So, muna siya ato ang output ani nga program sa ato ang array sample code. So, muna siya.
So next is the PHP if-else statement. So what is if-else statement? If-else statement executes some code if a condition is true and another code if that condition is false. So this is the example of the if-else statement.
We have here a sample code of if-else statement in PHP. So we have variable day. So we type it a dollar sign equals to sun. And if this statement is correct, the output is have a nice n. And if it false, so the output is have a nice day. So let's see. We run this program. So here, try to. So the output is have a nice weekend. So our statement is true.
So next is PHP loops. What is PHP loops? Often when you write code, you want the same block of code to run over and over again and a certain number of times. So, instead of adding several almost equal code lines in the script, we can use loops. In PHP, we have the following loop types. First is while. While loops through a block of code is as long as the specified condition is true. Do while loops through a block of code once and then repeat the loops as long as the specified condition is true. For loops through a block of code a specified number of times. For each, loops through a block of code for each element in an array. So this is the example code of for and while loop.
So we have the for loop code PHP example. So we write for inside the parameter. We have here the initialization, which is x is equals to 0, and the second one is condition, which is x is less than or equal to 10. And the last part is the incrementation or the updation. So if the statement is true, it will print the number is and the value which is the computer will up there, a display, I mean. So let's see the output here. We'll refresh. So the output starts at 0 up to, I know. So back to the file. So will go to browser, refresh. So here. So the number is from 0 to 10. It, nahitabo na siya tungod kay the initialization start with 0 and the condition is if less than to 10 siya, sige siya pop up. The number is the kanang mag-increase ang number sa 10 to 0. Amo ni siya diri na na part sa ato ang code nga 0 to 10. So we have here a PHP while loop sample code. Uh, there is a initialization which is x is equals to 1 and while loop keyword is while. So the parameter is having a condition between the x is equals to less than or equal to 5. The the output is the number is and the value by the display. So the incrementation here after the print statement. So let's try the code if the one here. The number is 1, the number is 2, number is 3, and number is 4, 5. So the difference of for loop and while loop code.
PHP functions. There are two kinds of PHP functions, user-defined functions and built-in functions. But first, we have to discuss the user-defined functions. PHP user-defined functions declaration starts with the word function. Here's the example of user-defined function. We create a function named write_msg. The opening curly brace indicates the beginning of the function code and closing curly brace indicates the end of the function. The function outputs hello world. To call the function, just write its name followed by brackets. Then let's go to our browser. OS. This is the output of user-defined function. Next is built-in functions. Built-in functions has PHP functions arguments, PHP loosely typed language, PHP default arguments value, PHP return type declaration, and passing arguments by reference. But first, we'll show you the example of PHP function argument. This is the PHP function argument. Arguments are specified after the function name inside the parentheses. You can add as many arguments as you want, just separate them with a comma. This function has one argument. When the last name function is called. We also pass along a name, and the name is used inside a function which outputs several different class names. Roster. This is the outputs. PHP loosely typed language example. Specify strict. We need to set declare strict underscore type equals 1. This must be the first line of the PHP file. This example, we'll try to send both a number and string to the function. Go to the browser, see what happened. It throws a fatal error because the data types mismatches. This is the fatal error. PHP default argument value. Here's the example. If we call the function age without arguments, it takes the default value as an argument. This is the set age. No value inside in it. What will happen if you run it in the browser? Let's go to the browser. So it it inserted the value 20. So this part will use the default value of 20. PHP return type declaration. Here's the example. To declare a type for the function return, add a colon and the data type right before the opening curly brace bracket when declaring the function. Go to the browser. The output is 30 because that and 20 and 10 values are added. And the last is passing arguments by reference. Arguments are usually passed by value, which means that a copy of value is used in the function, and the variable that was passed into the function cannot be changed. So here is the example. The function argument is passed by reference. Changes to the argument also change the variable that was passed in. Turn a function argument into a reference, then use operator. This operator. Let's see the output. 5 and 2 is added because plus and equals symbol.
And that's the end of this discussion. Hope you've learned a lot from this video. Thank you. God bless.